data that is being captured today is astronomical, and obviously we need to better manage that information, provide cost-effective solution around big data. Mobility. How many folks here in your organization support bring your own device policy? Okay, a few. How many are being pushed to provide that solution as from your executives on down, right? It's becoming a big deal. Where everybody's carrying 2, 3 devices today. Everybody wants to be connected to get emails, but also get corporate data. To be able to have different modalities and have applications access through the different modes, depending on where you are and how you want to access them. So, consumerization of IT is also really driving a lot of capabilities that we need to adjust for. And of course, there's cloud. And the beauty of the cloud platforms has been defined, right? And everybody's really talking about cloud. Everything from deployment and keeping up to date with software, utility computing, all the way through disaster recovery. And we don't, what we faced in New York and New Jersey, Connecticut area last month only really points to the fact that DR, especially cloud DR, is going to become even more prevalent as we go forward. So we look at Windows as what we call the cloud OS, and I'll explain why in a second. But really, when we look at Windows Azure, how many people have heard of Windows Azure? Okay, so Windows Azure started off as a platform as a service. You programmed in either .NET, Eclipse, what have you, and you put your applications on Azure. And you pay at Azure through CPU, storage, and so forth. It's a utility model. The nice thing about it is you pay as you go. So if you scale up, you pay more. You scale down, obviously pay less. So it's a very economical way to provide applications, leveraging the vast Microsoft network around the world to provide the access to your customers. We're moving Windows Azure to support infrastructure as a service. Right? And we've already started that in beta, and we'll hopefully release as we go into next year, and you'll be able to leverage that as well. We'll talk about that. System Center 2012, our management platform. A major upgrade came with System Center 2012, both at the server and client level. And really using it not only to support these technologies, whether they be private or public cloud. We'll demonstrate that. And that shipped April, and actually the SP1 version will be coming out in mid-December, which which has some more features as well as support for Windows 8 and Windows Server 2012. And of course, we released Windows Server 2012 in September. Windows Server 2012 is a major step up in what we've done around everything from the hypervisor all the way through a lot of its core capabilities around storage, networking, and growth. And of course, the underlying backends that run on top of things like SQL Server 2012 with its great capabilities, and of course, the Visual Studio has been upgraded to support these development of these modern apps. So when you look at these 4 pillars here, transforming the data center. When we look at what our customers are facing today against those applications I mentioned in the beginning, we need these new modern apps and the platforms that they run on to be scalable and elastic. That means as your business needs require, you should be able to grow your environment dynamically for when it's time you need it. In the old days, if you remember, what happened was you built an environment that took a business unit says, you know what, these are my peak times, right? Let's say you're a seasonal sales type of organization. Well, I need it around the holidays, I need more processing power around when the kids go back to school. Great. Well, what happened is you built systems to take that into account. But the other 9 months, 8, 9 months of the year, the systems are idle because you built for those peak times. In today's world, with the technology that's available, you want to be able to build an elastic environment to ramp up and ramp down and handle those peak performance times effectively, whether it's on-premise or in the cloud. You want to be able to leverage shared resources as well. And of course, always on. Today, users are more and more tolerant of downtime. And if you wish, provide automation and self-service to the divisions within your organizations, maybe even down to the user, to be able to provision their own application as they need it.